Tonight, after more than 2 decades, the FBI takes one of Arizona's most notorious fugitives, Robert Fisher, off its top 10 most wanted list. He's accused of killing his whole family and blowing up their home in Scottsdale before vanishing. There have been several leads through the years.
They have all turned out to be dead ends, though. Now the question is, with Fisher off the FBI's top 10 list, what comes next in this case? Brianna Whitney's covered the Fisher case extensively in her True Crime Arizona series, and she's in our newsroom tonight with the latest on why he was taken off that list, Brianna.
Yeah, so really the biggest difference now is the color of his wanted poster. This is what it was. It was blue, and it said FBI top 10 most wanted on the headline. This is the new poster I got from authorities today, a red header that says wanted by the FBI. Now, it may seem ironic, but he's being taken off the list because of the enormous amount of publicity this case has already gotten.
After 20 years, the Robert Fisher case is still very much active.
I had 2 different calls this morning, one from California, one from Canada.
John Heinzelman is the current Scottsdale police detective on the case. It was April of 2001 when police say Fisher killed his whole family, including his 2 young kids, then set the house to explode into flames. He was caught on camera getting money out of an ATM and was never seen again. His car and dog were found near Young, Arizona days later.
My personal opinion is time is against us to believe that he's still alive.
The FBI announced Wednesday they're taking Fisher off the FBI's top 10 most wanted list and instead replacing him with the alleged leader of the MS-13 gang for all of Honduras. The FBI says the reason they're removing Fisher is because one of the criteria to make the list is the need for publicity to help locate and capture the fugitive. Fisher's case has gotten a lot of attention over the past 2 decades, but he's still on the run. So for that reason, the FBI says the case no longer fulfills that requirement. This is only the 11th time a fugitive has been removed from the list in over 70 years, unless they were caught, died, or had their charges dropped.
I'm not happy about it.
TJ Duran is the retired Scottsdale PD detective who worked the Fisher case from day one. He believes it can never have too much publicity.
I believe he's still alive. I actually believe he's the John List of our generation. That's my belief. People know he's out there. They know where to look at a picture for him.
But despite the FBI changing Fisher's status, nothing will change at Scottsdale Police. Finding Robert Fisher is still a priority.
The case is in good hands with John Heinzelman. I'm not concerned about that.
By no means does this mean that the case is now over or the case is ended. We continue to work it.
Both detectives commented on the change in technology these days. Had the amount of surveillance and traffic cameras existed back in 2001 that exists now, they believe they could have pieced together a much better visual timeline of where Fisher drove after he left the house. Right now, Heinzelman says they're going back through old interviews and old tips and giving them a fresh look. Jared.
Brianna, it was interesting to hear that detective you spoke with mention that new tip which came in today from California. I think you said another from Canada. Where have all these tips been coming from since he vanished 20 years ago?
Quite literally from all over the world. Mexico, Canada, the Bahamas, Guatemala. They get tips in from different countries often, even to this day. And Scottsdale Police still welcomes any and all tips if people believe they have any information on Robert Fisher.
Just seems like 20 years of dead ends would be so frustrating, but as you heard him say, they're still focused on this case. Brianna Whitney live in our newsroom tonight. Thanks, Brianna.